Not yet. Why? Okay, I'll let the bitch in. I'll let the bitch in. I'm a student. Oh, I have Google Play. Say what? Yeah, 2 minutes. Good.
Shit.
Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Beneath the Dark Sun. Hopefully, you were here last time. If not, please look below and donate if possible. And most importantly, please follow the Twitch channel. We are trying to get up to 50 followers so that we can reach affiliate status and unlock all sorts of nifty stuff, specifically emojis for chat and the ability to use bits and other Twitch currency. So, we'll start with the introductions again with Heidi and move around clockwise. So, Heidi, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine, like super fine.
Good.
So,
Good, I'm glad.
what are you playing again?
I am playing Phelan, my elf. I'm still banned from my tribe and just hanging.
All right. And we would go to Brad, but it seems like he's still either coming on or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll then move on to Johnny. Johnny, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
There, Dylan.
Well, what are you playing?
I'm playing my Wood Elf Ranger named Haven. Getting ready. I'm getting pretty excited to get into this tonight.
Awesome. And next up is Hunter S. Thompson. I mean, Sam. So, how you doing, Sam?
Not too shabby, Dylan. Not too shabby.
All right. And what are you playing again?
Playing my cleric, Ezekiel, cleric of order that bring the law.
He is the law. All right. And next is Nathan. How you doing, Nathan?
What's up? I'm Malakar, mole half-orc.
Awesome. And last but not least is our unofficial moderator, Joe. How you doing?
Oh, hello. I'm doing well to ease up on the alcohol consumption by the DM, so that's a little disappointing. But I am playing an elf monk named Carrick, and I'm ready to punch some shit. Let's go.
AKA
right.
the
Oh, and Brad's here now. Brad, how you doing?
Oh!
What's up,
Good, how are you?
All right.
Funny
So, remind everyone what you're playing, Brad.
I am Linus the Bard.
All right. Okay. So, to sum up briefly what happened last time, everyone was in different places, and they all came together. That's the simple version of the story. More complex version is Johnny and Sam's character were looking for a place to hang out with the other Legionnaires and found out that they all went to a particular bar in this one square in the Merchant District called the Olive Branch. Heidi and Nathan's characters were out in the wilderness. Heidi was sent there to investigate these strange flowers, and Nathan happened upon one of these strange flowers and went on a pretty psychedelic trip. They were then after that, they met a passing farmer who said that a woman had been coming out here recently, gathering as many of those flowers as she could, and then taking them back in the city. Inquiring further, Heidi and Nathan found out that she was a flower merchant in a particular square, which happened to be the same square as the Olive Branch, and so they headed there. And then next, Joe and Brad. Brad, who was working for one of the mercenary companies in Bollock, was sent to the Olive Branch because it seemed to have an influx of legionnaires hanging out there, and the mercenary company needs more mercenaries. So, that seems like a good place to hang out. So they sent them there to basically get new recruits. Joe also started in the same square, but in a bar across the square from the Olive Branch, where he met his new handler. And his new handler charged him with hiring new intelligence assets. And the first one they wanted to hire was, wouldn't you know it, Brad's character. So, after they all got together, there was a brief scuffle between Johnny and Joe, because they hadn't seen each other for a while. And if you missed that, they're brothers. Long-lost brothers, in fact. Did you guys ever establish who was older and who was younger?
I'm older.
Joe is old.
Okay, Joe's the older brother. Left home at 9, left Johnny on the farm with their adoptive father. And after that brief scuffle, there was an even larger scuffle when there was actually 6 of them. There were 6 of them, because there was 2 of each. 6 apparent brotherhoods of the mind entered the square and started to, as the kids say, fuck shit up. And not wanting things to be fucked up, everybody jumped in and started the melee. In the end, they ended up killing both of the quote-unquote psionixists, both Psyblades, and one of the viney tentacle monstrosities, with the other one escaping somewhere off. They weren't paying too much attention because they were close to death from just or at least Heidi was. Who else was like close to death? Nobody? Anybody else?
I got reduced to half health and then healed back
that's
up
right.
to
He
like
did get,
minus. I think I was like minus 13, minus.
Yeah, he got all wrapped up by it,
Left.
crushed a little bit. So, yeah. So that is as it stands. We're gonna pick up right after that combat ends. So you are currently standing in a about 40% demolished square. There's like tables and chairs and benches and potted plants and all sorts of things broken and scattered about. There's even a handful of bodies, not just the ones you created, but also of more or less innocent civilians scattered about. So you have a little bit of time before something happens. Do you guys want to do anything specific?
I
I'm get arrested.
Okay, well, you won't be able to get arrested in like 3 seconds, but yeah.
Okay.
Can I
so,
cast Cure Wounds on myself?
You can do that, yeah.
That is what?
And
One
what'd you say,
die
Nathan?
8 plus 3.
I was gonna say lay on hands myself
Oh, yeah,
or
And again, for those of you who have D&D Beyond, keep track of your own hit points on your D&D Beyond character so that people can follow it on the overlay. And for all of our viewers, if you go over to the left, you will see, if I'm pointing left, I don't know, my camera's backwards. You will see the fancy schmancy D&D Beyond overlay. That will give you all the information about all the characters except for Nathan, who doesn't have a D&D Beyond yet. Which, kind of a quick aside, Nathan, are you going to get that D&D Beyond? Are you going to get it?
yeah, I just didn't know that you guys need me to set that up. But yeah, beside that, are we? I was gonna say, are you talking about asking people questions, or how, besides the lay on hands? What else can we do?
Well, like
because
I said,
there's lady
there's
telling those flowers, I'm kind of pissed off.
Yeah, there's a handful of bodies around, both pedestrian and like the 5 Brotherhood of the Mind that you guys took care of.
Yeah, and so one of them got away, right? And that's what I was saying is we just got done interrogating that flower lady, and then all this went down, and then I just wanted to be like, where the hell was that flower lady? Because I was right.
Okay, so you look
telling her,
over to where the cart once was, and it's completely smashed. It's in all sorts of pieces. But you do see 2 legs sticking out from beneath the pile of rubble.
Can't remember if I'd gotten her name. I'm going to do something along the lines of, you! What did I tell you?
There's no response from those two legs. Like I said, it's pretty much like the Wicked Witch of the East. Like the two legs are sitting out and the house is on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, well, I'm blind. I'm a blind mole. Somebody might need to tell me
Well, I mean,
that
like
I'm
you got the Daredevil sense. So.
kicking these legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Who are you talking to, man?
the legs and realizing it's a dead person, I just said, "Oh no."
Do you go over and inspect?
So
the
So, how many are around?
You've got the 5 Brotherhood of the Mind, and you've got about 16 various pedestrians. One of them
Just fucking
being
dead.
the former Flower Lady.
We murdered everybody in the street.
No, you didn't murder the pedestrians. That's from what the Brotherhood of the Mind guys did.
Oh, they murdered all of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, I don't remember them there when I came rushing out of the bar, charging with my shield.
No.
Anyways, I'd like to take a perception check,
Sure. Roll it.
and I just want to see if I notice any of the Brotherhood of the Mind guys look of some importance.
Have you dealt with the Brotherhood of the Mind?
No.
Okay, well.
But I got a 10.
I mean, they kind of wear the robes. They have that, like, ashen, like, powdery skin thing that they do, and, like, shaved heads.
Mm. And they're all dead?
The 5 here are, like I said, the one tentacle monster went stomping off while you were dealing with the other one, so you don't know where the other one is. But you do hear, like, kind of like not distant screams, but kind of like the tail end of a distant, like, issue being resolved, let's say.
Okay. And Flower Lady, how dead is she?
Oh, she's dead.
Dead.
Right.
But these guys around
do you,
me,
like,
they're just kind
uncover
of dead.
her?
But Flower Lady's dead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say roll strength check to lift
Yeah,
the
sure.
cart. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's in pieces. I mean, like, there's not like one.
Yeah.
real big
No,
piece.
just kick him.
Yeah, I mean, you can just like kind of like scatter it around, and then when you uncover Heidi, roll a perception.
Yep.
What was the?
Heidi's rolling
Oh,
a
that's
perception
right.
as you uncover her.
Hold on. My stuff's loaded.
Loading.
Ooh.
What'd you roll?
20.
22?
My perception is 4.
Okay. Well, you almost immediately realize that though she's wearing the same clothes and is of the same approximate, like, height and build, the face is completely different from who you were talking to. Like, this is not the same lady.
So she changed when she died. Gotcha.
Well, I don't know. You're not sure if she changed when she died or what, but the person you were talking to about the flowers before the whole kerfuffle, not the same person.
Got
Question still stands. How dead is she? Could I
Dead.
spare the dying on her and she'd be...
No. She's an NPC. As soon as they hit 0, they're dead. They don't even get death saves.
Oh, you can't use spare the dying on NPCs?
Well, I mean, if they're important ones, but yeah, no. She's dead.
Okay.
Her neck is
No, she's not important.
twisted unnaturally, let's say.
I'm going to... which direction did the tentacle monster run off?
There are 6 entrances to this square, and they kind of make a star going north, south, east, west, and then like one running diagonal from the northeast to the southwest. And it seemed to run off north, down like the north street.
I'm going to announce that I'm going to chase after the criminal, and I'm going to give chase up the northeastern one, going up the northeastern street.
Okay.
Right up that alley.
Mal's
I
just
can't let
like,
somebody
hell
get
yeah,
one.
and starts running along
About
with him or
justice.
whatever.
I got justice to give.
Okay. Well, I said it went down the north.
I just want to
alley,
kill you.
not the northeast one. Or are you trying to?
You said northish. You said northish.
I said north.
I'm trying to cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm taking the northeast one and I'm gonna cut it off.
Then roll me a just roll me a general wisdom to see if you can remember your way around.
God damn it.
So
Okay.
just flat wisdom bonus.
Damn it, that sucks. 7.
You get kind of turned around until you see a handful of other Templars kind of go down this one alley. They have weapons and shields out, and they're kind of like marching and like, but they're doing like a hurried march to go down this one street. Do you follow them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Also,
sorry.
hold up. Where are you men going?
It's like
I'm a sergeant, so I should be able to just command them. Where
uh,
are you men going?
are you using the actual command spell, or are you just
No, I'm
trying
just
to
yelling
shout?
at them. Just shout.
Okay. Roll a persuasion then.
Nine.
Okay.
My rolls
they
are
keep
hot
running.
today. God damn it. So I keep chasing. They obviously didn't hear me. I'm just gonna
Right. The street kind of like intersects with another one, so it doesn't quite make a square, but it's a large intersection. And in this large intersection, you see several other Templars in various like states, like beat up to like mildly injured, and the corpse, or not actually the corpse, because if you remember, like as soon as you killed that your version of the viney tentacle monster, all of the vines and shrubbery fell off of it, leaving like a shredded human corpse. And you see basically the same thing. So there's like a pile of like dead and decaying branches and vines and other sorts of things, and then like a mangled corpse in the middle of it. And you do see another like I said, you see another kind of a head Templar. And from his, because all the Templars wear this kind of like a metal square plate, like necklace thing that does your rank, and he is basically the equivalent of a lieutenant, and he's standing there, a couple of blood splatters on his white tunic that's underneath of his like relatively nice breastplate. And he's like has his hand like kind of just like leaning on his like warhammer, and he's kind of like surveying everything, and everyone's kind of like, all the other Templars are like going around and kind of like containing the situation.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, Ezekiel, sorry.
He gives you like one of those casual like yeah salute.
We need to cordon off the area. I just fought a bunch more of these men. We need to find evidence on them.
My men are in the middle of doing that, but if you could lead me to these other ones that you said you encountered.
Right away, sir.
Okay, so you take him back to the square?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back to the square, and while Sam is away, does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I would like to. Are there any other humans in the establishment? Like, if I look around, is there anybody else alive besides us?
No, because everyone either scattered or got killed. So nobody's here. You see a couple of people kind of come back to the edges of the square, but they're like peeking in, and if you try and approach them, they'll run.
Okay. Do I notice anything? I gotta do a perception check. I'm specifically looking if they're now. Am I aware of Flower Lady?
Flower Lady, no, you
never knew anything about Flower Lady.
Yeah, you never knew anything about Flower Lady
what I'm trying to do,
but you did notice the cart with all of the flowers on it. That was kind of
Okay.
the last thing everyone kind of saw before, like, the Brotherhood of the Mind came in.
Really, what I'm trying to do is use my criminal contact to get a message to my handler to say that I have secured an intelligence individual.
Okay. You have various like dead drops all over. You don't really need. I mean, she is quote unquote your contact. But yeah,
All right, so
you have a bunch of like
Okay.
pretty much preset dead drops that you can go and drop any sorts of messages.
Is there one nearby by chance?
There's one a few blocks away, but yeah.
Okay, well then I'll make my way there eventually. So,
Are you just gonna go there by yourself, or?
for right now, I'm just gonna kind of survey the aftermath here. I'm gonna look at Linus and ask him if he's all right. I noticed he took a hit there.
I'm gonna look at him like all pumped up. I'm gonna run up, punch both. I can't remember the character names. Joe and Johnny in the face, like pumped up. I'm like hop around, just like not enough to hurt him, just like pop pop.
He's
You gonna take that shit?
okay. I
guess,
think I
roll to hit,
He's-
even if you're not, even if you're pulling the punch. Because
Okay.
I mean, Joe's got those monk reflexes, and Johnny just might gut you.
Okay. 16.
Thus was it. The year.
What's your
Ooh,
armor
my armor
class?
class 17.
17. Okay, so yeah, Joe kind of like bobs out of the way and goes, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck, man?
I like jumped back and I'm like, whoa. I thought, is this like a thing? I thought this is like what we were doing. No,
Oh, you
no.
saw me,
My
you
bad.
saw us smacking each other. I get it. I get it. Sorry, that was a gaff on our part. We didn't explain what's going on. We are brothers, actually. Haven't seen each other in a long time, so that was the.
Oh,
The
okay.
hoorah of
I
that
thought this was like a group thing we were starting or something.
Mic on.
Okay, my bad. Never mind.
Johnny, do you react any? I think you're muted, Johnny.
My bad.
Yeah.
He rolled a 16, right? And I'm 16 armor class.
Ty usually
That
goes
was
to
at
the
me.
defender, and in this case, since he wasn't hitting that hard, he just kind of like punched you in like the
Just kinda-
chest plate.
Popped me on the face. Like, what the fuck? And then obviously I heard that you guys explained that. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
I popped him in the nose.
I tried last time and I got my ass beat, so I'm not gonna do anything. Just gonna take-
Just a
call
friendly
the
little
monkeys over. Call the little monkeys over with your jelly beans, and then just pop them in the nose.
So, Heidi, are you doing anything?
I'm just chilling, looking at. I want to find.
You want to find what?
We're still looking for that flower, right?
Oh, the cart's completely destroyed, and all the flowers that were on it are like scattered in various pieces and stuff like that. There are no salvageable ones.
And I have no words. I just stand. I'm baffled.
Okay. I mean, the only surviving one is basically the one that you gathered out in the, the wilderness.
I'm still shocked I'm alive.
All right, fair enough.
So who are we going to bring this flower to, though, when we originally did it? Like, besides the flower lady? Like, do we
Heidi.
have any destination in mind?
Yeah, I don't know if Heidi told you. In fact, she has the option not to tell you because it's her own little mission.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm asking. That's the question.
Oh, okay.
Is
So, yeah,
there
Heidi, he asked
is there any destination? Yeah, Phelan. Yeah, where were you going to take this flower besides interrogating this flower?
Valid question.
God damn it. Good question.
Well,
I thought you said you were
you
taking notes.
no, I told you mine didn't get saved. Like,
All right.
that's
Anyway,
why I sound like
okay, so to Heidi alone, this is going on in Heidi's head because Heidi's character has a very high intelligence and would remember such things.
And I remember such things.
You remember suddenly that the more or less de facto leader of the brother or the Veiled Alliance in Balak, Vethus, was the one who sent you on this, and he has a villa over in the Villa District, which is where you started, and yeah, so that's who you probably should report back to. But again, it's up to you unless you want to do some more investigating before you.
No, I'm really curious about what this is, so I'm not going to share with. I can't let Malachi know right now where I'm going with this. It's in good hands.
Okay, well then you can like brush them off or be like, oh, I'm just taking it back to my lab. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm just going to go get some information. I'll report back.
Then I'm doing like some action, and I'm just looking for any kind of authority figure that I can find just to try and get these flowers off the street.
Well, as luck would have it, Sam is coming back with another Templar. Or that one Templar you were fighting with before is coming back with another who seems to be of higher rank.
Okay.
Higher than Sam?
So Sam kind of comes running up. I imagine it's like flower cart. Sam's kind of coming in fight area that we had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like standing here. He's kind of like running up to it. Okay. So I'm just going to see. I still don't know really that, he's an authority figure yet because I haven't blind sense. I know somebody ran up. So that's where I'm chilling right now.
So I go right up. Sir! This is the area where it all went down. The assailants assaulted us, and these few fellows here. We were able to hold them off until that one got away, who I gave chase, and your men captured in the corner there down the road.
Mal's going to say something like, these flowers, sir, were the ones that are the things that they were using to, or abusing to become more powerful, to such atrocities.
What is this mumbo jumbo about? Flowers? Who are you?
I am Mal. I'm Malakar. I found one of these flowers earlier. Me and Phelan had found one of these flowers earlier. Phelan! We had found one of these flowers, and we're trying to investigate where they are coming from and what purpose they serve, sprouting around suddenly.
What do you think about their stories?
That would be the DM.
Who are you asking?
The lieutenant.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Your guy.
You two were talking, and then you
said,
said,
"Sir." I only replied to him and said, "I said, what do you think?"
Right.
Do you not know the thing?
He says, "I've never heard of these flowers before." What do you mean the flowers? What were the flowers doing?
They were abusing them to become more powerful. And they did so before they committed this atrocity.
Oh.
Wendy's chicken nuggets?
Yeah, dude.
So,
Oh, nice.
So the flowers caused this.
And I'm going to yell at Phelan again. I'm going to be like, Phelan! Because I know she's got one, so I'm trying to get her over here.
I turn around because I'm already on my way to go to Velis. And I turn my head like, what?
Well, so are you going to keep on? So, okay, so you're stopping. Come over here with that flower and show this lieutenant so I don't look like a fool. Talk about these flowers.
I'm hesitant.
Yeah, you do see
But-
the original Templar and Mal standing in front of a third Templar who seems to be of higher rank. You don't know much about like Templar ranks, but he carries himself.
Seems a little bit more important than myself.
I'm gonna yell, "On orders of the Template," to give it some weight.
I'm hesitant, but I turn around slowly and turn back around, holding set.
Okay.
And I address him, saying, "This is the flower. We don't know anything about this. I was on my way to get more information on this with a source that
So you show him the flower?
I show him the flower. Yep.
How did you have it
Quick-
stored to begin with?
Quickly, I had it wrapped in a cloth.
Okay. All right.
It was just enough to keep it like from affecting us, but I briefly unwrap it to show him and wrap it back up, saying it's not safe.
Okay.
Do I notice this conversation, Dylan?
Oh yeah. This is basically happening in the middle of the square.
Okay, I'm just going to like slowly make my way towards this little gathering of them talking, so I can hear a little closer and get a. I'm gonna try to get a sneak peek at this flower when she opens
All
it
right.
up.
Then I need you and Sam to make a wisdom save, and I also need Heidi and Nathan to make a wisdom save, but they get advantage on it because.
I gotta.
Am I close to them?
No.
Do you want to be close to them? Because you can be.
I'm trying to figure out where I was from the beginning. I know I was next to Sam before all this, and he took off, then came
Yeah,
back.
he took
so I'm
off,
just
but he
trying to-
came back, and you now see
Yeah.
like another legionnaire. Now, okay, so like, and you would notice, and Sam would also have noticed. I just forgot to mention it. But like this, like Lieutenant Templar, he's not a legionnaire. He's like, Templar for life. So, like, he's never been in any of the legions, but he seems pretty rough and tumble, but like nonetheless. So you
Oh, wait, so
are
is
kind
he
of
higher ranked
immediately
than me?
suspicious of him because you don't have that Templar connection like Sam does.
I got
Okay, I rolled a 22. So
Okay, so you're
So
fine.
wait, is this guy legit, Dylan?
Oh yeah, he's legit. But like I said, he's not. He's
So
never
he
been
would
in
be
the
a higher
legion.
rank than me.
But he's in
Okay,
the
he
Template.
just-
He's a
okay.
higher rank than you. Yeah.
Okay.
But he holds
Got it,
no
got it,
rank in the Legion. But the Legion's been disbanded, not forever, but I mean, like, it's not in wartime, so the Legion's been disbanded. So the only rank that he holds over you is the Template rank, which is the currently active rank.
True. Okay, got it. Good.
Yeah.
Still on a good page. Anyways, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Save.
Nathan, what'd you get?
Yeah, 4, and that should be plus a 2.
Did you roll twice and
And,
take the higher? 'Cause
I
you
can roll
get
twice?
advantage.
Oh.
Yes, you and Heidi
14.
get
Oh,
advantage.
okay. So I got 16.
Okay, so
I got-
you're good. Heidi, what'd you get?
18.
Okay, so yeah. Sam, you get this like strange feeling, and like all of a sudden, like beneath you just becomes a field of stars, and it's like you're walking on this like invisible barrier over the stars, and this large swirling blue and purple like mass is beneath you, and it's just twisting and twisting and twisting, and you just seem to be like hovering.
I'm gonna grab my holy symbol and I'm gonna yell, "What sorcery is this?" And I'm gonna look around like, "What the fuck?"
Okay,
And I'm
and
gonna
as
be like,
soon
yeah, wild trip, man. Isn't
I
it?
got my I got my holy symbol in
You
my
got
hand. Now.
these
God will
kids hopped
protect.
up around here
yeah, and
trying
as soon
to
as
kill
you do that,
everybody.
it goes away. Like you're back to normal.
I'm gonna pull out my mace. What sorcery is this, witch?
I was on my way to go find that out. I don't know right now, but I do have a.
Wait, did the lieutenant fail his save?
No, he made it.
Mhm.
I rolled an 18 for
Sir?
him, so he's good.
So I don't know what kind of sorcery this is, but I think we should not trust it.
I have a side question. Do I?
Seems
How do I
wise.
ask that?
Do
I have a
what?
side,
What's your
I
side question?
have a side question. So my Veiled Alliance, is that secret to everyone, or can they know about it? So if I bring people back, will I get?
Because they try and stay secret because of people like Sam.
So don't bring Sam back with me. Gotcha. Okay.
Probably
Abhor
not.
the witch.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I am aware of the Veiled Alliance.
Yeah,
not the
because you
unclean
guys, the Obsidian Blade and the Veiled Alliance normally, usually work together. Like I said, the
Usually.
Obsidian Blade tends to work both sides because they go for a balance, whereas the Veiled Alliance is pretty much good. They skew good.
So,
I would like to propose to you, Phelan, that I accompany you back. My handler would be very interested in this information, and my new friend Linus would probably also like to.
Sam, I'm with Joe. I like you guys.
I kind of.
We want to maybe see what is this? What is it? What is this about? You don't know, obviously. I mean, you're just standing here holding it. You don't know what you're doing. Let's go figure this.
I'm still hesitant about you guys, but I think I can trust you. I'm going to go back and help us with this. Would you guys like to join me?
I don't trust any of them, sir.
I can only have 2 go with me, so if Linus and Carrick would like to join me, please do so. When will you be ready to leave?
I can be ready at any time, lady.
Want me to detain him, sir?
I'm down.
He does the little like step aside officer thing, come over here. And he walks about 4 or 5 paces away.
Yeah.
And
Alright. Right up to him.
He says,
Sir.
have you smelled her? Which is kind of Templar speak for did you sense any arcane magic coming from her? Which you don't. I mean, technically she is, but being a warlock, they're weird, so nobody's figured them out yet. So, no, you wouldn't have. But he asked you, did you smell?
Fuck. I'm out of level 2 fucking spell. No, sir.
Nor
Can't
did
smell
I.
anything, but I got a feeling she's a witch.
Might be possible. If
She
you
looks
can
like one.
accompany her, but I'm going to give you this mission as a oh god, what's the word? Not black ops, but anyway, intelligence gathering mission. You are not to
Double
act
secret probation.
unless you are fully provoked. Is that clear?
I will uphold my duty to the fullest, sir.
Okay.
The Sorcerer King protects.
The Sorcerer King does protect. And he gives you the casual salute thing and walks back to the other incident, but a whole other set of Templar underlings, basically acolytes and Templars who are in training and stuff like that, come into this square and start roping things off, gathering up bodies, doing standard kind of investigation things.
I'm gonna walk back to Heidi.
Okay.
Alright. I will accompany you, but only to make sure your claims have weight to them. If I smell anything funny, I will stomp it out by the name of the Sorcerer King.
Well, I don't think my source would like me bringing so many people. I may have to limit it to only 2. I already accepted Linus, and
That's not an option for you anymore. I will accompany you.
I can't allow. My source will not give me information if I have.
I'm gonna cast command on Heidi.
What single word command do you want to give her? Has to be a single word.
I'm gonna come in and try to stop Sam. Easy. We were together in our little
My
battle.
single word is trust. My single word is trust.
That's not really a verb. Or at least as a single word, it's not a verb. You have to accompany that with trust this, trust me, trust him.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like a trust.
Trust
thing.
the
Otherwise,
situation, man.
You're just yelling out, trust!
Trust!
Yeah, I'm gonna interject.
So
Sam
that
and
can't
say,
work?
Calm down.
No, not in the way you want to use it. Sorry.
Just make her count Sam until until she agrees.
So can I sit here and just say that I've
Well, by order of the Templar,
seeing
I
this
cannot
stuff?
let you leave here, and I'll have to take you in.
If I do bring everyone with, I can only allow them to stay outside. I will need to talk to my associate on my. I cannot allow.
My
So-
commanding officer gave me very specific orders to follow you and see where this leads. So you will allow it, or I will arrest you.
For what?
Templars
Being a
don't really need
witch.
reason. The Templars are pretty secret police-ish.
So you tell me just to deal with it.
Gestapo.
I gotta.
I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm gonna cast silence in a 20-foot strip in front of Heidi, so no sound can pass through, and we're gonna turn and walk out the fucking door.
Well, I mean, you're in the middle of the square. You're not really anywhere, but yeah.
And
I don't want to hear this Templars guy, whatever this dude is, fucking bicker about who's doing what. Let's do this. Let's roll.
We can go as a group, but I have to ask that you.
He can't hear you.
Yeah,
There's a silence
Yeah.
shroud in front of you. He
Yeah,
can't hear
there's-
anything you're
there's
saying.
silence, yeah.
Everybody on the other side of us can't hear us.
Mal heard the word witch, right? Magic is supposed to be weird in this world, so can he just be like, just straight up shout witch? Like,
You can, but it's
just
all silence now, so.
burn Heidi.
Yeah, no one can hear it.
Shout whatever he wants. He can shout trust now if he wants, and we still won't.
Also, one extra, Dylan.
I'm just thinking, are we stringing up witches? Is this what we're trying to get at?
It's not quite that bad.
Okay.
Especially since you're not a Templar, you're more open to the idea that magic can be used for good or bad.
Okay.
You generally err on the side that it's all bad, but people can prove themselves to you.
Okay, I was just seeing what the general population thought about magic.
The
if
general
that was
population hates it, and they think all of it's evil. But like I said,
So
again,
kind of Salem, but because I don't think that way. I got you. I understand.
right.
Can I make an action here,
What's your other action?
Dylan? I'd like to look directly at the Templar at high rank. Like I can, he can't. There's no visible barrier in front of us. It's just the silence
he's
barrier.
walked
But I want to
off.
make eye contact. Oh, is Sam looking at me?
Sam might be, yeah. Sam, are you looking at the monk?
Well, if this just happened, then
Yeah.
Mid
I'm about to
conversation.
find out, and then yes, I'm going to start looking at
He's
them.
looking at me. I'm gonna mouth because he can't hear me. I'm gonna mouth what the fuck, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and cast minor illusion. And that same flower that I saw that Heidi opened up is now.
Is that where? You cut off.
I think he's in his left.
In Sam's left hand.
Oh. Okay. What's
I
the...
close my hand and realize it's not an illusion.
And then I'm gonna wink at him, and then we're gonna leave.
I'm going to walk up to Joe and I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on Joe.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
You gotta touch me for that.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can-
walked
So,
up
stop
to
with
you, and I'm about to hit you like a motherfucker with a...
Ah.
I
Dylan?
break it all up.
Do you like to get a hold? Would the DM like to interject on this situation?
No.
Can I come in and
what are you
can I come in and block?
running to the DM for?
Hold on.
Can I come in and block Sam's
DM out of this.
swing? Can I come in and block Sam's swing?
Well, it's all.
I don't know if that would
initiative
be. Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Well, I can't block with a short sword. As
Well, I
he
mean,
swings, if he
you go
does make
for-
it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh well, fuck.
Wait a minute. He tried to do two moves. He said inflict wounds. That's a touch, or is he using his mace?
It's a spell attack. It's not really like I'm hitting you with my mace. I'm just hitting you with a melee.
Inflict wounds.
It's not a touch.
Yeah,
Melee
it's,
spell
It's a touch.
Oh.
Gets to touch me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you get to use
With
your
your hands.
melee.
Look it up real quick.
You get to use your melee spell attack, but it's still walking up and touching them.
So where are we at then? I just walked
Uh,
up right into him. Touching's
initiative.
not a problem. Okay. Initiative.
Roll. You better roll higher than me.
And anybody else who wants to go also needs to roll initiative. So, Johnny, if you want to try and block, then
Okay.
yeah, roll initiative.
I got 13.
Just have
Oh.
anything to do with this situation.
Oh, wait.
I mean, you can
Wait,
stay out
but-
of it if you want.
Hey,
Hold
just
on.
in case I want to do just anything. I got a 10, so
I have precog initiative, so I add 3 to
I'm
that. So I have
getting ready.
16.
I have 23.
It doesn't matter. Oh,
I also have a 16.
I also have 23.
17
What'd you get
plus
again, Brad?
6.
16.
16. And
It's fake. Fucking motherfuckers.
Heidi, are you staying out?
I got a 9.
I'm going either way, so I don't have to be part of this fight, right?
I mean, yeah, you can just keep walking away if you want.
Yeah, I just back up slowly, looking at these fools like.
Oh. I didn't add my bonus initiative. I got 20.
Alright. So
I have
that
23.
would be I'll just put you at initiative 5 since you're not really going to do anything, just to keep you in the thingy. Oops, hold on the way. Short range. Okay, so Carrick and Haven, you go first. You see Sam's character reach out with this black necrotic glow on it. You don't know much about magic, but you know that can't be
Well-
good.
I'm going. This is my action. I'm going to put up my middle finger at him and smile and cast darkness into the room.
Okay. All right. So now everyone's surrounded in darkness. Well, except for Mal. Mal's like, what?
yeah, I was gonna say I'm just enjoying the show, really.
Yeah.
Just
And
ready
so
to
dark
do
vision can't
something,
see through it.
ready to
Sam.
defend myself.
But I can. Yeah?
No, nothing can see through it.
Nobody
except
can
for,
see anything.
Oh,
Except
shit.
for-
Well, then I can't do. I was gonna grab for Sam's hand, but now I can't because I can't see.
Doesn't matter.
I think you get to do it at disadvantage. Hold on, let me check.
So I just grab him and hold him.
Spells. Non-magical light can illuminate. Can't illuminate it. Completely covered in darkness. Yeah, you're basically the equivalent of blinded. So you can attempt it, but it's going to be because you saw where his hand was, but
Yeah.
you get it at disadvantage. So you have to roll twice and take the lower.
Okay. Well, shit. I dropped my dice, and the first was a guess, and that's what it's gonna be. And 6.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what are your pluses?
For what? What was that?
It's just going to be
Then-
regular to hit. So whatever your unarmed attack is,
Oh, friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
should be
3.
under
So
actions.
yeah,
9?
it's still
Or well,
Okay,
7.
9. So sandwich
7,
armor
7.
class.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got it.
My
I got it.
armor class is 18.
Yeah. So you whiff. You're like, oh, it was there. Okay. Sam,
That was. Wait a minute.
Oh,
You
Ash.
didn't. Never mind. I was gonna say you didn't allow me to take my bonus action, but that's fine.
I mean, what bonus action did you want to do?
Good coming around. Well,
Because it's still technically your turn because you and Johnny went at the same time.
Yeah. So I cast the darkness out in front of me, right?
Hmm.
Because Heidi, did she go behind me?
She was
Yeah,
backing
I
off,
backed
yeah.
up.
She's backing off. So all the darkness is filled up in front of me and filling up the room. And then
Well,
I'm gonna
it's
cast.
a 20-foot radius. It just goes.
I know. I'm gonna cast my step of the wind to disengage,
Mhm.
and I'm going. It says my jump distance is doubled, so I'm gonna do a nifty little turn and jump, and I'm gonna turn. When I land, I should be right next to Heidi, and they can't hear anything on the other side of the silence barrier still, and I'll say, "Shall we?"
Yeah.
We're gonna take
Well,
off.
Heidi's still kind of at the edge because she was slowly backing out, but yeah, you jumped right out, and like as soon as she comes out, you're there.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. And Brad, it's your turn technically.
I'm still in the silence area, right?
You're in the silence and the darkness, so you can neither see nor hear anything.
So I'm just
Hello,
gonna kind of
darkness,
like,
my-
yeah. I assume I kind of saw that it came from Joe's general direction, so I'm just going to kind of head that way.
Okay.
And
Roll
hopefully
me a
run
quick
into him.
wisdom, just to see if you get the right direction. Oh man, what the hell?
Is it a wisdom save?
No, just wisdom plus your wisdom bonus. A roll plus your wisdom bonus. That's it.
17 plus 18.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get the kind of general direction, and you kind of bump into Heidi too, as she's exiting it. So, like, all three of you are kind of like on the edge of the sphere of darkness. Okay, Sam. Your
So yeah,
turn.
I'm just going to kind of feel around like for a
So I
hand
got
or
a
something, like
question.
help.
Joe didn't cast himself in a silence area, did he? He cast it around
Cast it in front of
me.
him.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it
happen
wasn't.
in the
He
radius
wasn't
around it.
in it. He wasn't in it officially though. He cast it in front of me.
Well, he cast it in a. They're both spheres, so he can't really make a wall of it. It just pops right there, centered on him, essentially.
Oh, centered on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it came out of my middle fingertip, the darkness.
Well, I have to change up my plans a little bit. I'm gonna cast light first off.
Okay, hold on a second.
Make sure there's light on my shield so that I can see.
Unfortunately, you cannot because it has verbal components.
Sorry, Sam.
So you can't cast anything with verbal. You can only cast stuff with somatic. I don't really
All right.
use material. Material is like, I really only use material for like rituals.
I'm
House
gonna
rule?
charge forward. I'm charging
Sure.
forward. I don't give a
Roll
fuck
You
what
said
the-
we're in darkness, correct?
Yeah, roll a wisdom.
Like magical darkness, sort of. You can't. Dark vision doesn't see through it, Johnny.
Yeah.
Why not?
13.
Because
Darkness,
it's-
it's
What did you
darkness.
say? I didn't hear you.
Nothing gets through it except for magical light.
So I can't see in darkness.
No.
Not in
So
this
dark
darkness.
vision.
Not in this
is-
darkness.
Oh, okay.
Normal
okay.
darkness you could, but not
I was
in
gonna
this
say,
darkness.
well, my dark vision says you can see in darkness.
Well, you
but okay.
can, but not in this darkness.
All
Damn
right.
it.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, Sam. What are you doing?
13. I charge straight out of the darkness. Just
Roll me
shield up, charge.
Roll me a d12. Straight ahead of you is going to be 12 o'clock.
Shit.
And basically, only, let's see, 10,
10.
11, 12, 1, and
10.
2 count. So you rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll it, you run it straight at what is equivalent, basically 10 o'clock. And
Yep.
you come out, but there's nothing there in front of you except for the rest of the square. Joe was.
And I'm out of the
basically-
bubble now?
Do what?
And
You are out of the
bubble.
Yes, and so far you've
And I
only
can
moved.
see Joe?
Yeah.
And I can see Joe?
Yeah,
How
they're
far
like-
away is he?
15 feet-ish?
And he's not in the bubble?
No, not anymore.
I'm casting command.
Okay, what's your command?
Defecate.
Okay.
Yeah. Did it.
Joe, roll the save.
What's my? What do I got to roll to save on that one? Does it say?
Yeah, whatever his
Wisdom 13.
Yeah, whatever his wisdom is, or his spell save is.
Do I get my wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, you get your wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Okay, you did it. Meet or beat.
Bullshit.
Oh, nice.
I didn't. What's his save? It's 13?
Wisdom 13. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah. Saves are meet or beat.
Can
so,
I turn around? Can I turn around and look back at him and just then look back at where we were going?
Yeah, you can.
And then
No,
look back
man,
again
you're
and
only
say,
15
"There's a
feet away.
restroom over there.
It's
There's a
still
restroom
going
right
off.
over there."
How much key do you have left, Joe?
You don't know that number.
Yeah, you don't need to know that. How many spell slots
Right.
you got
I
left?
don't need to know it. I got
Mhm.
3.
Only first level because you divulged that one earlier.
No,
Thinking
you're
about
right.
hopping on this defecate train. I also have command, and now I just gotta go see if I can land it.
How long does that bubble last, Joe?
Yeah,
You
Joe, how long did it last?
Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, you can find your way out of it. Combat is more or less dissolved at
Anyways,
this point.
Oh,
yeah.
it
No, combat
lasts.
has to dissolve.
It lasts for 10
Combat
minutes.
dissolve.
Has it
Oh,
been
it
10
It lasts
minutes?
for 10 minutes.
So, Sam, what are you gonna do?
Well,
That was
Well,
his
actually,
action.
that was all
Okay.
of your stuff. So it's back to the top. So it's now, well, technically it's Heidi's turn, which Heidi's still just going to be exiting, right? Yes. Okay.
Still walking
so,
back, seeing if anyone's joining.
Yeah.
Mole has also left the bubble, and that's all
Okay.
he's done.
Okay. And so it's back to the top at Carrick and Haven.
You want to do
how-
anything yet,
wait.
Johnny? I'll let
Well,
Haven do
how long?
something first.
How long has it been since you posted that? You said it was 10 minutes.
Yeah. But
It's a
that means
10-minute duration, so
Yeah. This is
Well-
rounds are only like 6 seconds.
in
So.
like seconds. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I guess so. I'm sitting in this fucking bubble by myself. I'm just gonna walk out the direction I saw Sam and Joe. Just slowly walk out.
you
Wisdom
did not
save.
see them.
What?
That's the fun part.
Or sorry,
You
wisdom check to see if you
couldn't
can.
see
Before
anything.
it got past
He-
that, I knew the
Yeah, I
direction
was
you guys.
gonna
Yeah,
say.
and that's what I'm saying.
I
He
saw-
would be staring, and then he would have saw some dude flip somebody off, and everything would have got black. He would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Anyway, roll me a wisdom save to see if you can. Actually, you're a ranger. Roll me a survival.
Ooh, good. That's +5.
There you go.
Ooh.
19 plus 5.
Oh yeah, you know exactly which direction Joe went, and you walk right out, and he's standing there. Well, he's walking away right now, and you see Sam's character off to basically your left.
I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not even gonna say
Alright.
anything right now. Piss me the fuck
All
off.
right. Joe, are you gonna keep walking?
I will keep walking. I'm on it. Sam's behind me, correct?
Yeah, Sam's behind you.
Can I cast minor illusion and make it look like some shit fell out of my pants onto the ground or out of my cloak onto the
Sure.
ground?
Sure, but he knows
So then
if
he
his spells
think-
land or
then he-
not. He knows if you save.
Oh, he
spells.
does?
Yeah.
Why would you want to see me shit
Oh.
your pants?
Well, I was gonna try to make him think that his command spell hit, but it didn't.
Yeah, he knows.
He's like frozen. He's thinking.
Command.
Oh,
Not command.
Sam.
Don't
Sam
worry.
is.
Don't worry.
He's just concocting something up. He's so
Uh,
pissed off.
Dylan, quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to just gonna keep walking with Heidi. But on the back of my cloak, a middle finger
Wears a cloak.
just appears on the back of my cloak right behind me, flipping off Sam
All right, Brad, are you gonna do anything?
like a
Is it your
fist,
turn
like
now?
this.
Yes, as we're walking away, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. Just be like, "You son of a!" Throw up my middle finger,
All right,
and he's got to succeed on a Wisdom 12 save.
all right, Sam.
Who are you casting that on?
Sam.
Sam.
Damn it. My rolls are shit today. Oh.
Well, at least it's only a D4.
Yeah, he takes 3 damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay, so Sam.
Can we stop making me cry?
Yeah, Sam, you're on the verge of tear. You got the quiver lip going. Why are you guys so mean?
No, he doesn't do that.
You
He
need
doesn't-
to, Sam. You need to roleplay this. You need to roleplay this, please. I need my immersion. I need it.
Not gonna give you the satisfaction.
I just did a very.
Okay,
It
so
was
I
a
take 4 damage.
genius move.
It's my turn.
He's a
yes,
man
your
of the
turn.
law.
Let's
How
progress.
far is Brad from me?
Did you also walk, Brad?
Yes, I was walking towards
So it's about
Heidi and
40
Joe.
They're all about 45 feet from you now because they all move. Well, Joe didn't move his full because I'm assuming he's keeping up with everyone else who can only go 30.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sam got a command to find out about those flowers. So I mean,
So yeah, they're
Boards,
45
I
feet
guess.
from you.
Okay, yeah, I catch up as much as I can.
Shit. Just outside my reach.
Let's continue.
I'll bite my
Can I
pride.
turn back at Sam and say, "Catch up, let's go"?
I bite my pride. I just give chase a little bit.
All right.
I'll follow
So,
along.
this is the midway point. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. So, for all of
We-
those
we-
who are in the chat and having fun, hopefully, don't forget to follow the stream. And also, any donations will help. And follow me on the various social medias. Follow everyone else on their social medias. And we'll be back in 10.
Okay.
All right.
All
Right.
right. So, for those of you in chat, this is just a test because, full disclosure, I'm completely new at this. We were basically consistently talking. Did anyone hear us talking? Just making sure I'm using OBS right. And I'm not looking at chat, so Joe, will you see if anyone replies?
No.
No
No.
one's replying, or they didn't
Someone
hear us?
can just.
I can hear you fine. Like through the. I can hear you through the Twitch
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then you're good.
stream.
No, I meant like while we were on break, could they hear us? That was my question.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, see if anyone replies. And welcome back, everybody. So, we almost had a little bit of PvP there, and so now they're walking on. Everyone's basically following Heidi Phelan to the Villa District. Now this is kind of the fancy part of town. So there's kind of like an extra wall as soon as you come to like the main thoroughfare that goes into the Villa District, and there's like Templar guards on either side of the entrance, and they glare at all of you as you go through initially until they kind of see. Sam, are you walking with them, or are you just kind of like following behind them?
Falling behind him.
Okay. So yeah, they kind of like glare at
Not
all
with
of you
them.
until they notice Sam following behind you, and they just kind of like go back to like their vigil essentially. So, you wander through, following Heidi's character through the district, and you come to one of the very. I mean, it's a very nice villa. It's lovely. It's lovely clay tile or terracotta roof tiles, nice white plaster on the outside, and it's very nice. The front door, kind of like villas are basically like this square with a atrium in the middle, and that's like you're basically set up for like a quote unquote villa. But there is like one kind of like door that's like the entrance to it, and it either opens into the atrium directly, and you kind of got like the house and the living quarters around the side, or it opens into like a foyer basically, and then you go into the atrium. So in this particular case, the door opens directly into a large atrium that's about 30 by 30 yards. So it's pretty big. I mean, so this is a really nice villa. And like the house around it is like a couple of stories. Looks like it actually might be multi-family, but like probably multi of the same family. So like everyone here probably shares the last name, but there's probably like cousins and aunts and uncles and that kind of thing. And there's all sorts of like servants and stuff running around doing things. But as soon as you walk in, you are approached by a large mole in Legionnaire armor. He's actually in Legionnaire armor. Sam or Johnny, if you want, you can make a history check. See if you recognize.
Just Johnny or myself as well?
Oh yeah, both of you. Both of you were like Legionnaires, so you would be able to recognize.
16.
16.
I don't have any passes with it though.
Okay. Sam, you definitely recognize him as a member of the 6th Legion. Johnny, you know that he is 6th Legion Praetoriate, which means that he's the protector of the legate or the general of that particular legion. So he's like personal bodyguard, as well as like regular legionnaire. So yeah. And
Okay.
he approaches both of you, or actually he approaches all of you, because like all of you kind of like walk in at the same time. He recognizes Heidi, of course, and Heidi, you know this. This is Vethus's, or sorry, his name is Zethus, not Vethus. Whatever, V or Z.
It's Bethus what?
It's Zethus instead of with a Z, not a V.
Z instead of.
Yes. Anyway,
Gotcha.
this is his personal bodyguard and like major domo and his boy Friday. I mean, it's this guy's all that stuff rolled up into one. And like I said, you immediately recognize him, and he recognizes you and approaches the whole group, and he kind of eyes everyone. And so Johnny and Sam, your armor that you're wearing, do you have Legion markings on it, or?
Oh yeah,
Well, Johnny probably.
I'm quite proud.
Okay, so you're not wearing actual Templar armor. The only thing that marks you as a Templar is your holy symbol, right, Sam?
My robes.
Well, yeah, the robe's a little bit too, but your armor's all Legion.
The armor's all Legion. The robes are Templar robes, holy
Okay.
symbols.
Okay. And Johnny, is your like, are you going city armor or are you keeping your Legion armor?
I'll keep my Legion armor.
Okay. So he kind of like looks at you two. Well, he looks at you, Sam, a little longer, but he eventually kind of like gives you that approving nod to both of you, and then directs his attention to Heidi, and he says, "Have you found anything out?"
Sorry, you cut out there. What?
Have you found anything out?
Well, I came to Zethus to help with something. I found a flower, but it's no ordinary. I need help examining it.
He raises an eyebrow, and he says, "Well, Zethus has actually gone away for business. However, you can speak with our alchemist if you like."
He may be able to help us. This
Okay.
flower is special. It may have special effects. So I just want to make sure he's safe when.
All right. He nods all you guys to like follow him. So he leads you through the villa, staying mainly on like the first floor. You pass through a couple of hallways, and you eventually
I
come
want to be last in marching.
Do what?
I want to be last in marching order as we go through.
All right, fair enough.
Is the blind mole with us?
I was gonna say
Okay.
I followed you guys there, but I
Do we-
haven't gone inside.
Can he like sense
Or
where
what's
we
he
are,
doing?
or do I have to like snap my fingers to get
No,
him to?
he's got
We need to get
blind
like
sense.
I've been following Sam around.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I.
Did you just smell him, or is it
No,
like
he's-
the
I
Daredevil
got
vision?
blind sense.
Yeah,
I
he's
got
got,
the
like-
Daredevil vision,
Okay.
man.
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
except I don't have to. I don't have to make like vibrations and stuff.
Well, neither does Daredevil, but you know. So yeah, he has like 10
Sound,
feet. So
yeah.
as long as he stays within 10 feet of you, he can more or less, quote unquote, see everything. Although it's a combination of all of his senses working together.
Okay. Yep, I've got it.
I have those holes right above my lip like a snake does, and I can make images with heat. Is what he's getting at.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Clicks like a bat.
right.
Yeah. So, like I said, leads you through like the bottom floor of the villa for a little bit until he comes to a door. And he opens the door and it's like stairs down. So he's apparently leading you to like the cellar, and it kind of like winds around one floor. So like it goes down about like 10 feet. There's a landing, turns around, goes down 10 feet back the other way, and then opens into a very large cellar, and you see like about like 4 foot tall like wine casks kind of lining one wall, You see like on the back wall another rack of like bottles that have all sorts of various drinks in it, not just wine, but like also various liqueurs and even just water. And there is kind of like a well right there, and also to one side, and it is like almost full. Now, most of the water in Balak does come from a well that from an underground river that like flows beneath the city, and there are a handful of like public wells that people go to, but all the private villas tend to have their own well. Some of them are tapped into the river. Others, there are rumors that some of the villas and some of the more wealthy families have their own water elemental bound to their house and produces water for them, and that is essentially their well. But you're not entirely sure if this is the case unless you want to cast Detect Magic, which is, kind of like akin to like looking down their pants. It's just not done. So, on the back wall where the mole is actually walking towards, because these were like all the walls kind of like behind you as you came in, and on the back wall, you see all sorts of glassware. I mean, it's like this whole rack of just like all various sorts of things that you have no idea what they are, and all types of colored liquids like flowing through them or like running down like these like spirals and all this other kind of stuff. And you have no idea what's going on, and you see a man back to you. Looks human, has short hair, kind of in that like that Roman forward cut style, and seems to be like working on something. And then he like turns around and he's like holding like one of those beakers, the V shape with like the narrow neck. And it's got some sort of like green liquid in it. And he's like, and he sees everyone. Everyone roll a perception. How do you get advantage on this?
I got a 17, and you with a.
I had 20.
I got a 6.
I got a 15. 15.
None of my rolls have made it this. None
I
of
got
them.
a 12.
20,
What? Heidi?
just
Copy me.
Dirty 20?
This might be like you. Yeah, not pretty 20.
All right.
No, I didn't get
So,
that. I got
anybody who
15.
got above a 15 notices that the mole and this human, who's like otherwise just dressed in like a tunic with like a simple like leather belt around, and like goes like a little bit below his knees. But anyway, he and the mole have this exchange of glances, and even what to our modern eyes kind of appears as like those baseball signals, like. But it's
Kind of
real
like
quick.
touch my tattoo, and he's like does his like tattoo.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like a
The
like
side
he's-
gangs.
doesn't look like he's necessarily touching a tattoo, but it looks like some sort of signals being
I'm
passed
saying,
between
are these gang signs?
more of a secret code than really a gang sign.
Okay.
And Heidi, you know the code, and you know that the humans asked the mole if he knew a Templar was among them, and the mole just like nodded, like yes.
All right. Yeah.
And then they give these looks that like they're gonna be ready if some shit goes down. But again, you're the only one who understood this. Sam, man,
And
maybe
I'm
that
not
well
back.
is-
Notice this.
Do what?
I'm now back in agreement. Like I'm with them.
And like I said, everyone else who got above a 15 notices that there is an exchange, but you have no idea what it means. But anyone who got below a 15 doesn't even
I'm
notice.
too focused on looking at all the scum and filth in this room.
Yeah. Actually, Sam,
Jesus.
you think
I
that
like it.
you think that well might actually be a water elemental. You're really interested in it, so you didn't see shit.
I don't know if I'm that interested in it. I'm just looking at scum and villainy to my left and right.
Disgusting.
So he eventually the human says after that brief exchange, so you're the one who was sent out to investigate the wastes. He says to you specifically, Heidi.
Yes, I
And
am.
you are apparently have found something.
I have. I wandered upon a mule here, disorientated, and he was near this flower. I picked it, and it had an effect on me also, so we quickly wrapped it up to keep it safe, and we brought it here to be investigated.
Okay. Do you hand him the flower?
I hand him the flower and say, be
All right.
careful, it may affect you. I hand it to him wrapped.
He actually takes it, and even though it's like still wrapped up, he smells it, and then he gets this like weird look on his face, and then he turns back to his like table, and you basically everyone kind of like moves around to see, I imagine, see what he's doing. So
Yeah.
you all see him like carefully unwrap the flower, and he's far enough away from you guys that you guys don't have to make the save, unless you just want to be like looking over his shoulder. At which case he'll like push you away, but or wave you away, like get away from me. He unwraps the flower, and then he starts like poking it with this like long wooden, like kind of looks like a chopstick, but it's like a little bit sharpened on the end, so it's actually like like piercing some of the outer skin of like the various like leaves and petals and stuff like that. And he like then eventually like goes in and like scrapes all of this dust off one of the stamen, and he puts that stick into another one of his beakers, and then fills it with this like it looks like water, but as soon as he starts pouring out, it's like way more viscous, so you have no idea what the fuck it is. And then immediately the stick completely dissolves, like just like almost immediately like dissolves in there, and the liquid starts turning to this purple and black, and you just kind of like a bruise. It's like a bruise color, and he just like is swirling it around like that, and he sets it down, and he turns back to you, and or turns back to Heidi. Well, the group, but he specifically addresses Heidi, saying, "What kind of effect does it have on people?"
It disorientates them. It puts them in like a different phase almost.
Did you experience this?
I briefly experienced it, and I motioned to. Well, he can't see me. I call Mole up here, whatever your name is,
Mal.
and I'm like, "Can
Mal
Mal?"
Mole.
Make a motion to him. Hey,
I'm to the blind guy.
I did it.
I yell for him, Mel, snap over for him to get over here. I'm like, explain your experience with the flower since it affected you more, and I had to kick your ass to get you out.
My ass. Ooh. Can we roll an initiative? No, joking. But what was it? I go on to tell him that it's an intoxicated feeling that leaves you confused, and I had no idea where I was at the time until I'd come to, and then bam.
It took me slapping him very hard across the face to get him to come to.
He kind of like, rubs his chin in thought for a minute, and then he looks at you, Joe, and then he looks at your side, and he notices your dagger, and then he looks at the two other legionnaires in the room, but eventually settles on the mole major domo and says, what's the name? Batrix. Batrix. 3 weeks ago, you went to the Saltmeres of Bodak. What did you see there? And immediately he starts talking about prices of various like Erdlu, which Erdlu is like the ostrich like like a
Mhm.
lizard that they basically use for horses.
Okay.
He starts like just like rambling on about that. He's like, He dips his finger into like the beaker and has this like black sludge on his hand, and he goes up to the mole, and the mole kind of cringes for a bit, but he's just like waves him like, and he draws like a circle and then like a line bisecting the circle, and he's like, Braxis, 3 weeks ago, you were on the salt mirrors of Bodak. What did you see? And he immediately says, there was a vast army. It was terrible. I had never seen beasts or creatures like this before. They had weird, dangly bits coming out of their mouths, and they were like dark skin and gray. Sam, Johnny, this is it. This is what's happened. This is your memory of like the whole thing. You saw the exact same thing. And he basically describes a similar story in that, like, there was a lot of casualties, but they were eventually victorious, and these weird creatures and all that other kind of stuff. I mean, like, your stories have different details, but it's the same general narrative. And he's like, that's very interesting. And then he glares at you, Joe, and goes back to the beacon.
Huh. Okay, do I have, let's see. Something to write on? I think I do.
Everyone kind of carries around either what's roughly the equivalent of papyrus, except that instead of like ink, what you use instead is kind of like a charcoal, so it's more like a pencil, but like more like that. Or you have, especially in Bollock, not so much in the other like cities, but definitely in Bollock, you have those like the Romans had, like the wax tablets that fold. So there's like all the wax in it, and then you just have a stick that like you scratch whatever notes in.
Okay, I'm gonna be jotting some stuff down. Basically recanting what he wrote in a note form.
Okay. So
now, can I roll an insight check real quick?
Sure. What are you trying to discern?
Well, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could hear you, but now you're not.
Okay.
I could hear you.
You can hear me.
There you go.
I want to. Why is he glaring at me? I'd like to know why.
Okay, yeah, roll an insight.
Don't look at me.
17.
What you definitely know is that he completely outed you as a obsidian blade. Not that it's that hard, because you guys kind of all dress the same and you have those like lovely
And
black
you saw the
daggers.
Yeah.
But you think he's glaring at you because he might think that you're after the same sort of information that he just got out of this mole.
Okay.
So,
And he is.
although he doesn't want to say anything really out loud, although he did make it kind of obvious, because he still doesn't trust the Templar in the room. Even though the Templar is wearing Legion stuff and should have the same experience that the mole had. Been like, oh my gosh, I can finally talk about it.
So, I'd like to turn to Haven and ask him, is this the first time you've been able to experience?
Talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is the first time I've ever been able to say something and not ramble off into stuff that I didn't even know what I was talking about. Why?
I'd like to ask the guy with the beaker, what is your... Are you mass producing this? What is your plan with this? What are you doing here in this? Like, this looks like a laboratory.
I don't have any plans.
You don't have any plans,
Yet. And since I just used all of the pollen, I can't necessarily mass produce this. We would need more of these flowers. I mean, I have that much left, and he points at the beaker.
Are you...
It's about, like, an eighth full now.
Are you attempting to keep this a secret from anybody? I mean, is this supposed to be classified information here, or are you using this as a way to help with these soldiers' memories?
I don't think that I'm the one hiding any information here. I think someone is hiding some other information that is. There's a much larger conspiracy going on here, I think, that has nothing to do with me. But I might have found a small key into unlocking the mystery behind that conspiracy. But I also have to test to see if there's any other further side effects. And you hear the mole grumble. Further side effects? You just rubbed it on my forehead.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, it seems mostly harmless.
This seems like a situation where we could both benefit each other. What can I do to help you? Maybe unlocking a little more of the secret, because this is obviously a big deal. If we have an entire legion of people who can't recall anything about this.
I think, or I feel, that there is something going on the Saltmeres, and I think all of the answers will probably be there. I also think that you're quite lucky that you have two Legionnaires, one from the 7th, and he points at Sam, and one from the 5th, both of who seem to have been on that field of battle. And he hands you, or actually, he pours the rest of the beaker into a vial, and he holds it out, and any of you three can take it, whichever one wants to take it.
I'm gonna grab that.
Grab it.
No, you're last in line.
Joe.
You're in the back.
We're in a room. We didn't.
I smack Sam's hand away.
I'm gonna touch Brad and cast inflict.
Do it.
I'm doing it. He shouldn't even get initiative to that since he's just right there.
No. Dylan, this goes off dexterity, correct?
So the alchemist actually pulls it away from both of you and hands it to Johnny.
I already touched Brad though. Let's roll this one out real quick.
Wait, you hands it to who? You cut out. Sorry.
He hands it to you, Johnny.
Okay.
Because he also kind of recognizes you as a ranger, and if you were able to regain your memories using this potion, you would probably be able to lead these people back to where they need to go, is what he kind of says.
Okay.
And he says, all you need to do is take a little drop on your finger and rub it either on your temples or on your forehead. And that should bring back your memories to that day so that you can better guide them. Don't do it now, because there's only a limited supply. I don't know how many times
Can I ask him is there a solvent with this, or what are we doing? We're just mashing the flour up and putting it in a beaker, and then...
There is an incredibly complex alchemical formula going on here. I just happen to have some of it prepared, and the one ingredient I was missing was the pollen from this flower. So, don't worry.
I have alchemy supplies. Would you care to share that concoction? So if it's on the field of the Saltmeres of Bodak, we can whip one up?
Nope.
He thinks about it for a moment, and he turns back, and he flips through a stack of various scrolls and stuff like that, and he pulls one out that it's about that big, and it's rolled up, and he hands it to you. He's like, there's the formula, and you can reproduce it with the alchemist kit. Then go ahead.
Okay, I got the supplies.
Again,
thank you.
The one missing ingredient on that list is the pollen.
The flowers. Okay. Have you? I mean, you're familiar with this flower? Does it have a name?
I've not seen this flower until today. It's just everything I've been researching so far for the past 3 weeks has kind of fell into place, and now the flower's here, and the experiment apparently worked.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't see a lot of flowers out in the goddamn desert, so I guess finding one is probably going to be a task in itself.
Well, I'm sure Phelan will be able to find some more, since she was the one who found this one.
I believe I will.
Okay. Well, how's the lighting in the room? Can I take a perception on that?
I mean, it's dim-ish. It's all candlelight, but he needs quite a bit of light to do his work. He doesn't have one of those like Egyptian like mirror things going on where it brings in the sunlight, but he's got like kind of like these like glass containers around all of his like candles to one protect it from flame and anything flammable, but two also kind of like a lantern, make it like project more light or enhance the light essentially, kind of like a lantern does. So it's definitely dim, but I mean it's still pretty well lit.
How much do I have in this potion?
The potion he gave you, you don't. Your character wouldn't know, but let's just say that you have dice. 7.
Like
uses.
finger dips?
Yeah, 7 finger dips.
Okay. And how long do these memories last after?
Each
With
dip
each
will
use?
last about 10 minutes.
Okay. And after that is over, do I forget what I've seen?
No.
Okay.
It's
But
basically
is it
each
just
time
giving
you
it just-
do it, it fills in another part of the puzzle,
Okay. Okay.
essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
If you don't discern it yourself. Because, I mean, like, if you see one piece of the puzzle missing, you don't need that last dip to make that puzzle piece appear. You're just like, oh, yeah, it's that fucking...
Yeah.
It's that.
Okay, can I turn to the party of our group here and say it appears the salt mirrors is where we're going to need to go next, and we definitely need to find more of these flowers.
What are you so
Anybody-
concerned about the salt mirrors for?
Well,
It'd be for the
didn't he
general good.
didn't he say that that's where he thinks something is going on, the larger conspiracy? Didn't you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
So you think we should just leave it alone?
For who?
What are you talking about? For who? Larger conspiracy. That
Of-
implies that there's something else going on. You're talking about monsters, that otherworldly shit that no one's ever seen before, and it's all you just can't talk about it. Something's going on.
That's where we took the battle from. That's where the battle was.
I know
Yeah.
that.
So
Well, why do you want to know so bad? What's your intentions?
the scientist here, what's his name? Do you have a name?
Yeah, he does. I'm going to open up Fantasy Name Generator. Keep talking.
I'm saying, what's your intentions? What you've been prying and this entire conversation? Why do you want to know so bad?
He doesn't.
The scientist had mentioned that there was some kind of grand scheme at play, and
No, I know, I
just
get that, yeah, I heard
curious
that.
about it though. I mean, somebody tells you there's a grand scheme at play, you're like, well, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
Like, especially after,
Yes.
I mean,
I
scholars
know-
have done
hey.
some weird shit.
Johnny is.
You know.
Basically talking to my brother.
What's happening is he's accusing me of trying to gather intelligence here, and he wants to know what my play is. I have the intelligence I need now. Now I need to know what the hell is what is happening at this salt mirror that is making people not be able to talk about things. Like that could be a very powerful mind control agent if used on the wrongly, I would say. Like, could you hypothetically create some terrible atrocity and then no one would be able to remember or talk about it if you wanted them to? I feel like whoever's doing this has a lot of power here.
Okay.
So that is my intent, is to find out why, and obviously, yes, the Obsidian Blade needs to know.
I gotta look at something real quick.
His name is Stavros. by the way.
Stavros?
Yep.
Okay. Stavros, do you happen to have
Fuck that.
any healing potions available here, or is this just strictly a laboratory of flower production stuff?
Yes. I have healing potions.
Would you take an IOU?
Dog wants out, sorry.
Because we're a little short on money here. I'm helping you. You're helping me. We're gonna go check out this grand scheme. We got the flower stuff. You and I, we got a good thing going here. Oh,
So
if you notice, Phelan's beat to shit here.
Yeah.
a
So-
little out of a little out of character. Very soon you guys will be able to take a long rest and you will really need potions.
Never mind.
But I mean,
For
if you
future
want,
reference,
if you want
for
to
future
stock
reference.
up, yeah.
I mean, I would like to take one on an IOU, and I have a handler.
I
have
step
people-
in.
What?
Since I step in since this is my kind of territory, and I'm like, I can vouch for him, and we'd really appreciate it if you could help us.
He
our
goes
adventure.
over. He goes over to this kind of like side shelf, and he he gives you this like this kind of like it's like a box, and it has 12 healing potion vials in it. One use, like you drink the whole thing. It's basically a healing potion. So 1d8 you get back. So you got 12 of those. Also, he turns and he gives you kind of like another crate, and he says, "This is." And he looks at you, Joe. He's like, "This is for you." And when you open it and you look inside, it's a bunch of splash globes. Splash globes are basically incredibly thin, sometimes ceramic, but usually glass globes that you fill with either a liquid or a powder, normally poisons, and you throw them and you break them, and it creates a mist.
It's a whole crate full. Is there a certain amount that I can happen
There's
to like
there's
look
six
at?
of them in this little
Okay.
crate.
Okay.
They're very fragile, and they're all empty. They're not filled with anything. But he
Who received the healing potion?
he just gave it to whoever wants to hold it. But he imagined that actually he gave it to you, Heidi, because you're part of the club.
Yeah.
So and you can distribute those as needed. For you, Joe, he gave you those splash globes. The globes themselves are very hard to come by, but you can fill them with any sort of alchemy thing that you know how to create.
Okay.
I got a.
So
Is it-
they're like alchemy grenades.
Essentially.
Okay.
Mal has a question for the scientist. He just wants to know if he has any perception-enhancing drugs for the senses other than sight that he'd be down to give him for.
He looks around. Deception. Detection. He has a potion of detect magic and detect thoughts. And he says that's really the only perception potions that he has. So, and he'll give you those.
Okay, thanks, man. Or, yeah, Mal says
fine.
thanks. Yeah.
Okay. So, anybody else have any other questions? I, as the DM, is asking. Obviously, the alchemist, Stavros, is going to go back to his work.
Nope, I'm just gathering information.
I'd like to.
I'm taking my notes.
Yeah, I'd like to thank him and assure him that the Obsidian Blade will know of his cooperation.
Awesome. Okay, so We have about 10 minutes left of the stream, so we're gonna do a little kind of wrap up. Basically, at this point, everyone kind of like goes their own separate way, and will take a long rest, if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Goes our own separate way? You
Well,
mean
not
we
own
just
separate way. I mean, like you'll meet back, or
We establish a meeting area.
you establish a meeting
all that.
area, or you all go to the same inn or whatever. Point is, you can like take your long rest, but before you do, Heidi, was there anything extra that you wanted to do since you're at the headquarters? Like requisition anything, ask anything? Because they're
Not at
pretty
the
much all
moment.
telling you, go with these guys, find out what's going on the Solmiers.
Yeah, I don't have any follow-up questions right now. He used up the rest of that flour, right? We don't have any.
Yeah, the flower.
It's
The flower.
all-
Well, I mean, the petals,
all-
and the petals and the leaves are still there, but those are basically useless. It's all the pollen.
But
Yeah.
anything that we could make more of the potion with is gone.
all we have is Joni's Violence 7 uses.
I think I'm good right now. And
Alright.
find him if I need.
Brad,
I'm gonna
was there anything
put
you
that in
wanted
your
to do
notes, John.
and or ask the scientist or anything else before you take your long
Nope.
rest?
Nope, nothing in particular.
Okay, Johnny. Anything you want to do before you take your long rest?
I want to roll an insight check on Joe.
Okay. What are you trying to discern?
Just to see what his just his body language, his speech, just to see if what he's trying to do is for the greater good.
Okay.
I want to see if
Yeah.
he's got anything up his sleeve, and
Okay.
I should know him because he's my brother.
Yeah.
To get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give him advantage. Why not? Although you haven't seen him in 10 years, so maybe you shouldn't, but I'll go and give you advantage.
Oh, people don't
Okay,
check.
so first one, 21.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I roll higher.
20. 21.
Ooh, wait. Now I get to roll, right?
I
get to roll off of that.
Okay, well, first
I
of all,
don't want to deceive. I'm not going to
No.
deceive.
oh, okay,
I
well,
can-
first of all, what you perceive just from what Joe's presented without going into too much metagaming, what you perceive is that he's definitely working for the Obsidian Blade, which you've heard of
Yep.
occasionally. And
Yep.
that's obvious because, once again, he's dressed kind of in a uniform, although it's not really a uniform. They just all dress the same. And he's got the knife. So that's definitely there. So far, he's had fun at the expense of the Templar. So you know he's not necessarily on the side of the Sorcerer King, but everything that he's done has been sort of leaning towards finding out what happened in that battle that you participated in and cannot talk about. Which isn't
Okay.
necessarily in itself good or evil. It's just that seems what he seems most interested in. Now, what he's going to do with that information depends if, one, you ask him, or two, when you do ask him, does Joe lie about it?
Okay.
So, that is what you've guessed so far. So basically, oh, hey, Spice. I can't even say that name, but hey, thank you for following us. Yeah, anything else?
No, that's it.
I'm just going to real quick. Before I go and do before we leave off, I'd like to take my papyrus parchment where I took the notes. I'm going to add Stavros's name and everything, and how he cooperated, and how he gave us the potion and everything like that. And then I'm going to put that in the dead drop for Anura.
Okay, well, I mean, I was going to get to you when you got to that point because you just jumped in front of Sam. But yeah.
Oh shit!
Sure.
Sorry.
Way to go, Joe.
Yeah, gosh.
So Sam,
Piece of shit, Joe.
what are you doing before your long rest?
I'm going to go to my lieutenant,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to report everything.
Okay. The lieutenant.
Also gonna report the hiding place of this criminal organization. I'm gonna report the misdeeds of both Joe and Brad for disrespecting our temple. I'm gonna add
hold on to that the
I'm gonna add a few
entire
crimes to that as well. There's a few crimes added to that as well.
Okay. Thank
That's
you for
the deception check.
following.
The
I'm gonna go to the
I'm
pub.
holding on to this all
I'm not
game.
done yet. I'm gonna go to the pub. I'm gonna get me a nice lager. It's gonna be delicious.
gonna
Nice
follow
foam on the
Sam.
top. I'm gonna
follow Sam.
enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy that as hell. I'm gonna acquire a little squire boy who's gonna come running up, and I want to say, "Hey, go tell this blind motherfucker that I liked him, and he should join my cause." And I give him fucking Nathan's description, and I have him on his way. Then after that, I'm gonna get me a nice room, and I'm gonna take a beautiful rest where I'm gonna sleep like a baby, knowing that I just ratted out all these motherfuckers, and I'm serving justice.
Can I interject one slight little detail, Dylan?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna wave over to Linus,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna come
There we
close.
go.
And I'm gonna say, let's follow him and see what he does. And we're gonna follow Sam the whole time.
I've been following him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna
Okay,
sit
do I
right
notice
next
them
to him.
then? If they're gonna follow, do I
Well,
notice? And I'm going into the Templar. They can't
So,
just sneak into
Joe
the
and
Templar.
Brad-
Call it.
Joe and Brad roll
To the
me
bar,
a-
though.
Joe and Brad roll me a stealth.
You got shit on stealth.
That's all right. They got to sneak into the Templar
They don't
to find
have
out
stealth.
where Brad goes.
That's easy.
Oh,
21.
Wait a minute, Johnny. Did you just say we don't have stealth?
Shit on stealth.
Oh, okay. Because I'm away of the shadow. Month. I have an
Roll your
18
shit.
An 18 plus 6. So there you go. 26.
Oh no, I got 25. Ha!
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad is the stealthiest motherfuckers in this party.
Okay.
that.
Sam, roll a perception.
Damn it, my rolls.
Roll it, Sam.
Shit all
Roll
day.
it, Sam.
You need that nat 20.
16.
I'm with
He
Sam.
doesn't notice us. He
Did you
doesn't
use the
notice us.
right?
It's not terrible.
Yeah,
I'm with Sam
it's
too.
not terrible, but yeah, you have no idea what these two are doing. And yeah, you guys basically see what you
Anyways.
described.
Hey,
well, do they see me go into the Template and rap
just roll
on
my
all of them?
perception,
Because
Sam.
they got to sneak into the
Yeah,
Template.
roll
Then
your
they're
perception.
sneaking
You got
into
They
a fortified
well, okay, that depends.
area.
Are you guys actually going into the Template? Because the stealth roll you rolled right now is just to avoid Sam's perception.
Yeah, no, we're just
Yeah,
hanging
no,
back, waiting for him to come out.
Big
of it.
Yeah,
So
we're-
goes into
we-
the Template.
Yeah.
Too scared, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're too scared. They won't go in.
So Sam,
Follow
as far
the-
as like everything that you wanted to do, when you
Army of
reported to
God.
the lieutenant's like, it is unfortunate that they don't respect the law. Roll an insight real quick.
If I feel this guy's out of law, I'll take it higher. I got 17. That was my only good roll today. Jesus.
When he said that, he doesn't seem like he was really enthused. But he said it almost as like a reflex, I guess you'd say. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate they don't respect the law.
That's the Sorcerer King's law.
But anyway,
I'm gonna remind
Okay.
him that it's the Sorcerer King's.
what is important is what they are doing. So I do need you to continue to accompany them and find out anything that you can that's going on in the Sultanares.
Okay.
And I need
Will do.
detailed descriptions of anything that you find. If there are, if there's any evidence or artifacts that you can bring back, bring them directly to me. Do not bring them to anyone else. This
Oh, I
is
Told him
a
about
mission-
the formula and all that good jazz too.
Yeah. Yeah. And he said this is a mission of utmost importance, but also utmost discretion. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
And
not gonna go to the
you
bar right
realize-
afterwards.
Do what?
Because of that answer, I have to change it a little.
Okay.
Who's higher than him?
Quick interjection. We have a couple people in chat. Someone says, "Nice aviators." Why do you look like an '80s vacation guy? And you look like Goose from Top Gun.
It's all right.
That's kind of awesome.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Also, thanks for the follow for
yes, all the people who followed. I couldn't pronounce some of those names, but thank you for following. Tell your friends. Keep on watching. We're doing this next Tuesday. Sam, what was your slightly amended?
Orchard Valley.
I'm gonna go to the guy higher than him and tell him that guy obviously didn't care about the law. I mean, I am all about the Sorcerer King's law. All about it. It is the one law to rule them all.
I mean, him being a lieutenant, the next thing up is more or less the equivalent, because they don't have that many layers as far as the hierarchy goes. The next thing up is basically the Arch Templars, which are kind of like colonels, kind of like cardinals.
Okay, you know what? No, I won't go higher. But I am gonna jot it down.
It would take you.
It's going in my notes.
Audience.
It's going in my notes.
That's fine. It can go in your notes.
He'll come back to haunt him. Don't you worry.
Oh, and by the way, that particular Templar's name is Agapios.
Okay. I got it. But I will carry out my duty as requested.
Okay.
Salute him, and then I go about my merry.
Nathan, anything that you want to
Do
do
this.
before?
What the hell was that?
Oh man, where did I find? I had
Possessing someone's headset.
Mal thinks to himself that he's excited to see this adventure through because he is not only curious about the whole source of these flowers, but this grand scheme is mentioned, and prepares himself overnight to go to the Saltmere Flats. That's what you call it, right? Saltmere Flats.
Yes.
And he just finds an inn,
Well,
does that good stuff.
before your rest, a messenger boy does come up to you and says that Ezekiel, the Templar Legionnaire, finds you most pleasing and would like to share libations with you.
Libations. Ooh. So wait. Oh well, I wouldn't know. So Sam sent this request before he decided to do.
What fucking libations?
It means
Talk about
drinks.
getting drunk.
What the fuck?
Drink.
Oh,
Dip.
got ya. I don't know that kind of talk. I just know drink.
Oh.
Sorcerer.
It's like expensive drinks, Sam. It's not bush.
Oh, no, that's not my style then. Shit.
I know.
Natty lied about where I.
Yeah. Anyway, he
Nice.
gives you the name of a particular tavern that he happens to be in, and if you're not going to do anything else, you have the option to join Sam drinking before your long rest, or you can just do your long rest and completely ignore Sam's request.
No, yeah, I'll go to the bar and get drunk,
Okay, so you and
But
Sam get drunk
Al
and
says,
then take
"Hell
your
yeah."
long rest.
and just kind of starts walking
Could
that
I-
way. Yeah.
No, and Johnny's there too.
Yep.
I am
Can-
there.
Okay,
Can Brad and I make one final little quick?
sure.
Since we followed him to the bar, right?
Mhm.
He doesn't know that we're there,
No.
and right before Sam,
That was before
Sam,
you got to where you're at, so he does know you're there.
What?
They rolled if you were following. So he doesn't know that you followed him all the way into the bar?
yeah,
Yeah, the bar
I'm not
doesn't
in the
have any
bar.
extra
I'm just hanging out
security, so
outside.
They're still
I thought-
following.
No,
They followed going
I'm
into
going to the
where-
Templar.
No.
And then he
They're
left.
just gonna wait
and I was going
outside.
to the bar.
The same stealth roll to follow me to the bar.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say that's the only
bullshit.
thing I think is that they'd have to roll again if they were
what's the
gonna.
problem?
One stealth
All right,
roll to
roll
roll
your
them all.
stealth
together.
again. You're
Stealth
talking
roll the
about
entire
Oh my
way.
god, our
and a
stealth
monk.
is so fucking
And the
high, dude.
ranger-
Like,
Stealth, you can
Right.
stealth
We're not
okay,
calling
away.
it.
16 plus
ourselves.
6. 16 plus 6.
Okay, 24. Brad, what's your new stealth roll?
Brad's is higher than mine.
16 plus 7.
Okay,
There you go,
So
25.
25 and 24. Sam, roll perception.
Check out.
Does the
Roll
ranger
it,
get
Sam.
to?
Roll it, Sam. Can I?
When they get to the bar, yes, Johnny will be able to.
I'm with Sam.
22.
Okay, so
He didn't notice.
Still didn't quite get it.
That's fine. I get in the bar.
Okay. Johnny, you
Okay,
can also
we're in the
roll
bar?
perception if you want to.
Yes. 14 plus 5.
You
He doesn't
don't
see us.
notice him either.
So
That's bullshit.
they're in the bar, correct?
Yeah.
They're having their drinks.
Well, Sam arrives first, Johnny
what-
arrives a little bit after that, and then Nathan
What are
comes
we
walking up.
doing? What are we
Can I just
doing?
sit in the corner by myself drinking? Just like watching
If
people
you
watching.
want.
Just go to
Or
the
you
bar.
can be at a completely
Same
different
bar.
bar, or you can, be off doing other
I just-
things.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
make sure I'm right
This is also
inside the
wrapping
30.
up. Wrapping
It is wrapping up. I know it's.
Oh, it's not about to wrap up.
Yeah,
This
let's
keeps going.
wrap
I've
up.
got to kill him.
Say, are we just gonna
I-
roll?
I'm
Can we just roll
30.
the
I'm gonna make sure
I mean,
that Brad and I are right
Bradley
around.
hasn't healed. He has 14 life. I've rolled it a few
Just-
times on a 3d10. I can average 6. I will
Just-
kill.
Just relax. Just relax. It's gonna be funny.
No, I'm about to drop Brad like a sack
Hurry
of
up!
potatoes.
I gotta go!
As Sam is looking down into his nice pint of lager, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and inside, right on the top layer, right on the film, right on the foam, there's just gonna be an image of me shit. Little tiny image of me defecating. So Sam, feel free to
Okay.
look up.
Two things. First of all,
Come on.
Joe,
Minor
roll
illusion
performance
can't move.
to see how
Yeah.
good your art is.
You ain't got shit on that. Performance, Joe.
Performance. Roll a performance.
Oh, performance?
Yeah.
Yeah, performance.
Oh,
You have
oh.
nothing on
To
that.
see how good
Why
your
is it a
artistic-
performance?
See how good
Oh.
your artistic rendition of you taking a shit is.
Okay, it's a 3 plus 0, so it's not
Okay.
good.
You suck!
There's like a weird kind of like sheen over your foam, but you like, and it goes away, Sam.
Shit.
Don't worry. I know where that came from.
Do you?
He sees it, he's like,
Can I just wave to him
Can
from
I
the other
take
end
like
of
a perception or insight
down,
roll to know?
no. Down from the bar. I'm just gonna
we're
wave.
not-
trying to
you're
end the
done.
game!
Dylan,
Shut up!
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
You guys-
Perception 16.
I'm signing off.
Okay.
So,
I'm not.
thanks for the follows, everybody.
Yes.
And
so
be
to-
sure to follow Dylan on social media. The DM.
Instagrams,
Prophedantic.
Twitters.
Instagram,
Instagram,
Twitter.
We gotta get all of our.
It's all.
We're
about
gonna.
fans.
Dylan's gonna post all of them up there for us.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
everybody. Okay, so yeah, here's the thing. Everybody, send me whatever you got, the Twitter handles or the Instagram stuff or whatever you got, and I'll add it to the banners. And hopefully by next time,
Okay.
it'll actually be in our banners.
Cool.
Sam
so
shaking
what I might
his
do, since everyone kind
pissed
of
he
knows our
is. Look how
names,
pissed he is.
or hopefully knows our names, I'll just put our at whatever's as our name, and then like beneath that will be like the Linus, half elf bard, Phelan, elf warlock, that kind of thing. So or something. I'll arrange it somehow. Anyway, yes, thank you everybody for showing up again. Don't forget to be here next week at the same Dark Sun time, same Dark Sun channel. And don't forget to follow the channel if you liked it. In the next couple of days, since I got a little bit better at it, I'll have this up on my YouTube channel. So go to that channel and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
On the Salt Music Bodak.
Or somewhere.
There you go.
Bye.
Signing
You
off.
guys still be